You wouldn't want to be anywhere else other than Australia, particularly in times like this, when we look around the world and we see what's happening. And Australia is certainly not immune from the difficult challenges that are being faced. But here in Australia, we're doing better than many and better than most. And that's not just on the health front. Even with the difficult news that we had yesterday that the Treasurer had to share, Australia is making its way. And importantly, we're making our way back. It's going to be a hard road back. There are many lives and livelihoods that are going to be impacted by the dreadful impact of the coronavirus, both on the health impact and on the economic impact. Jobs lost, businesses closed. But Australia is reopening, and Australia is in that battle for jobs. And our government is in that battle for jobs. And in that battle for jobs, we've got to deal with the difficulties in the short term, and we've got to deal with the challenges over the longer term as well. In the short term, we know that in the residential building construction industry, that on the other side of September, the pipeline of works that they've been working on will really start to dry up quickly. Some 30,000 homes or thereabouts won't get built. And that means jobs not just for tradies and apprentices, but all of the other industries that feed into the home building industry and all the jobs that depend on that, the retail jobs and the jobs more broadly throughout the community. And that's why we believed it was important that as part of the many measures, the many supports that we're putting into our economy at the moment, supporting our home building industry, and not just new homes, but significant renovations of homes, knockdowns and rebuilds, $25,000 to support those families and those Australians whose dream it was to build their home or to do that big renovation, a dream that they thought might have been crushed by the coronavirus. Well, we're here to tell them that we're going to keep that dream alive for them, and the dream alive of the jobs of the apprentices and the builders and the tradies and all of those who depend on this critical industry right across the country, in our regional cities and in our towns, in our suburbs like where we are today, right across the country. This is good news. It's good news because it shows that the government understands the challenges that we face in rebuilding our economy, both the short-term challenges of keeping industries like this going, but also the longer-term challenges. Just yesterday, people from employers and employer organisations sat down together to work out how they could have a better workplace so we could create more jobs. There's just one thing going on now, and that is creating jobs. And this initiative that we've announced today, $25,000 for families, individuals $125,000 in income, up to $200,000 for household income. This is going to make a big difference for them, and it's going to make a big difference for the economy that will depend on the building industry, the residential home building industry, continuing to move forward over the next 6 to 12 months. A lot of thought's gone into the program. I want to commend the Treasurer and Michael Sukkar, the Housing Minister, for the work they've done in bringing this program together. I want to thank the states and territories in advance. This is one of the sectors we've spoken about with premiers and with chief ministers, and they'll be doing their part in this as well, in supporting the implementation of the program, and I know there'll be other states and territories that will come in and provide further support. We've kept to our principles when it comes to these programs of using existing delivery methods so we could make sure the money goes where it needs to and we can protect against any integrity issues that can arise. So I want to thank you again, Michael, and it's great to be here, Fiona, in Eden-Monaro to make this announcement. It's another important step in the road back. We've got the plan to get out of this. We just need to keep to applying ourselves to it, taking those steps each and every day, and assuring Australians that just as we look around the world today and we can see that Australia is faring better than most, this is a great country to be in, particularly at a time when the country is going through such difficulty and the world is going through so much hurt.